After show. We were too dark. Hey guys.
Hi.
So this isn't right after we recorded the announcement video of going full time.
It's right after we recorded another video, and then we're like, wait, we need to record an after show for the full-time video. Do we need to record an after show for the full-time video? It's not really a project.
Yeah. But we can share more of our thoughts. I mean, you guys, some portion of you guys already knew that we were full-time. We had talked about it on Patreon at some point. Somewhere.
Yeah, well, it's not like a secret, and it's not like we were trying to keep it a secret, and when people would ask us, we would tell them that we're full-time, but like it also felt kind of weird
that we hadn't
announced it, just because it seems like it's something people say when they do quit their day jobs fully and go full-time.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, we kind of touched on this in the video, but it just, I think for me, there were two big moments, and it was when I quit my job and when you quit your job, but they were so far apart.
But it wasn't even that. So it was, I quit my job, we started this business, and then I went back to full-time, and then I went to part-time, and then I did consulting, and during that time you were full-time, then you were part-time, then I quit. Then you quit. And it was just this weird back and forth.
There was a lot of weird...
When Caitlin quit,
when I quit, you went back to full-time for like a month. We were on so many different insurances.
So it was all over the place.
In like 3 months, we were on 3 different insurances.
There was no moment where it felt like, okay, this is it. And even like when I stopped working and doing consulting, it wasn't like I'm quitting. It was like I'm going to take a break from consulting and see how this goes.
Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't
and then
like
there's been a couple times where the company came back and they're like, hey, we really need you to work on this a couple days. Like, no one else knows this stuff. Can you help? And Evan's like, okay. And like every now and then you'll still do something for them. So it wasn't like a
hard date. It wasn't a traditional...
Yeah, mine was more of a hard quit by the time I did quit, but that was like 6 months before you did.
And then by the time we had been like kind of doing this full time, I was like, we never announced this. This feels weird. When are we gonna say very publicly that we're full time? And just announcing it on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter.
Because it's just like a small portion of our
audience. So it's like, I felt like we needed to do it in a bigger way.
And it was
officially.
Like, the longer we wait, the
weirder it was.
It gets to wait to
But then
announce it.
At the same time, we were like, okay, we're fully full time. We're ready to announce it. We were way overloaded with videos and we had 0 time. So this was like the very first opportunity we had the chance to sit down and make a video about it.
And it ended up being really fast to make the video.
Yeah.
Because we were like, we had all these different ideas. We were like, okay, we'll combine going full time with like a 100K special and we'll get out the Canon and blow stuff up. Or we had an idea to do like
set up all of our projects around the house and do a tour and like be in one location, another location. And we had all these grand ideas and I'm like, no, let's just talk to the camera.
Yeah, it all would have been cool and fun, but like
it would have put a barrier to the video up.
And I feel like it wouldn't have been as genuine because it's like hard dirt. It's harder to be genuine when you're thinking about like, okay, we've been in this scene for so many minutes and we should switch, and the lighting's not good here because we changed rooms and let's get the light kit. And then you're like, what were we talking about? You know?
Yeah.
So,
but it was kind of a fun format to do it in, where we actually recorded the video on our
not as nice camera.
Not as nice camera that doesn't have good audio.
But it has a selfie mode.
But it has a selfie mode. And then we had the audio running to like a audio input recorder, like the Zoom.
I like how you're pointing to your imaginary fanny pack. Evan really wants a fanny pack.
I want a fanny pack to hold the sound equipment so we can walk around and record good audio anywhere we go.
With a fanny pack.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. And then when we can like record podcasts while we're walking or something.
Ooh, podcast.
Yeah. A walking podcast. We can do like the walk-cast segment.
The walk-cast, or we just go on a walk and talk to the neighborhood cats.
Yes. But yeah, I think that's the main behind-the-scenes thing we wanted to share, kind of like the story behind the video that we've been wanting to make for a while, and it was complicated. And
when did you officially tell your consulting peoples that you were taking a break? Because that's kind of like
probably like 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Yeah, it's been a busy 2 months.
It's been a really busy 2 months. I think that we're starting to get a handle on how much we can bring on and the strategy for planning, because I think that we were a little bit over ambitious for a while, but we were planned out to 2 to 3 months in advance, and so we couldn't like bring down our schedule.
Yeah, by the time we realized we had overscheduled ourselves,
we were overscheduled for 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. You know? So it's like all we could do was set a more reasonable schedule months down the line. Mm-hmm. So we've kind of been paying for that, but also reaping the benefits, because even though it's a lot of work, it's also like,
more videos.
Do 2 videos a week. Yeah. We're like,
It's like double launch day.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then like we get kind of addicted to it, and then we're like, oh my God, we need to take a break. We should take like.
But it's both. We want to take a break for our own mental state and getting better quality videos and thinking more, but also it's like it's so hard to go for an extended period of time and not launch a video.
Hard. I know.
It feels wrong.
It feels really wrong. Like it's been so long since we skipped a week.
It's been so long.
It's probably, I don't know, it's been since like May or something.
It's weird. But I feel like December is the proper time to do it.
Yeah, we're planning on skipping a week in December. Yeah. If there's any month we can skip a week, it should be December.
It should be December.
Especially considering we've done 6. Like, we're going to do 5 or 6 in November, 5 or 6 in October, 5 or 6 in September, 5 or 6 in August.
I think a lot of our content creator friends are like, no, you can't skip December and January. Those are the highest spending months for companies. And we're like,
it's not like we're charging them more because it's December. We're charging like our standard rate. So it's not like we're like, hey guys, we hear you got extra budget. Why don't you bump that up?
That's how we talk to sponsors. Just like, we just send them a GIF. We just make a GIF of us going. That's our new strategy. All right, see you next week. Bye.